Okay, so I'm going to do a little video, because I doubt I'll be able to find one like this, of the middle section that I left out of the other days. So I'm going to do an alternative to Navasana, lying down. So you could do 5 sets of this, keeping your low back on the floor. That's like keeping this in contact with the floor is the important thing. So bend your knees, bring your legs up, and then I'm going to move my arms up so you can see that. But your low belly has to go in, belly button, like let that sink towards the floor. Lower your legs towards the floor, so kind of at a diagonal, as far as you can before you start to do that. Don't do that. So keeping contact with the floor. Lower your legs down, sucking your belly in. Hold for 5 breaths. And then inhale and bring your legs to vertical again. So you would do that 5 times. I'm just going to do 3 for now, but you would do 5. Inhale, bring them back up, and then lower them down. And you could even try lowering them a little bit more with each breath. See, maybe I'm letting that pooch out. I could do better at that. And then inhale them back up. So in place of Navasanas, you could try that. Then the little dance part. So I'm going to turn this mat this way. So if we sat up and did really simple this way, inhale up and exhale back. So the first part of it is Bujapidasana, and for that one, instead of doing really fancy, you could just jump your feet up and squat down. That's what you're trying to do. So how your legs are, having both of them doing that, it's the same as one leg when you were just doing Marichiyasana. So like when we do Marichiyasana A, this leg is back like that. So Bujapidasana, at one point, both legs are back like this, but you're off the ground, right? So you might, to start out with, just practice just squatting like this with your arms on the inside, so that eventually once you can get your bottom down far enough and get your shoulders right inside your knees, then your legs can squeeze against your shoulders and your shoulders can push back against your legs. And then, so if your bottom can come all the way down and your shoulders are under far enough, that counter pressure, your knees pushing against your shoulders, shoulders pushing back against the legs, and that kind of connecting across your back, it's it makes this little axis. Can you see how it can kind of rock there? So anyway, that's enough for that. You could try to lift yourself off the ground. And then we'll just walk back in vinyasa. So I'm lying all the way down. Lift up and inhale and exhale back. So that would be the start of Bujapid. Then for kurmasana, if you bring your legs up there again and again, you're squatting down like that. And this time, you're going to try to bring your shoulder. And what I do is I grab my foot and I kind of push and pull my shoulder under a little bit more. And I do the other side. So you're going to try to push kind of down against this shoulder with your leg. And this whole time you've got to be pulling your belly button. All that Navasana work, that lying on the back, lowering the legs down and holding your belly in. That's what you're doing this whole time, holding your belly in towards the spine. And we're really stretching this part of your back. It's the same as in the Marichiyasana A and B. You're really stretching this low part of your back. And the Janushirsasanas too. This part of your back, by sucking your belly towards your spine and rounding your head towards your knee, you're stretching this out. So now we're just doing it with 2 legs, which makes it more intense. So you don't have to go all the way down to the ground, but just feel your legs squeezing against your arms as far as you can go. And then if you want to try, so the first one, your hands are out. Then to work your stomach even more, you can try to bring the hands behind you. So just like take them off the ground, even if they don't bind. Just lift them up. So suck in with your stomach. Then you're going to put your hands back down again. And if you want to, here, again, you could try to lift yourself up. And that's like totally enough of that to start out with. And then walk your legs back again. Lower down. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale back. And then the last little part of that dance, you would fold all the way into lotus. But instead of folding into lotus, which like requires, kind of a lot of things, so after you've practiced for a while, it'll be no problem. But one thing you can start out to do, since we've stretched all this out and you've really worked your low stomach, is just roll back here, and you're just gonna roll just that part of your back, your low back. And I was doing it before, and I was somehow holding that part of my back, but I don't know how I was doing it. But just like that, and see if you can get from, from here to here. See if you can feel every single part of your spine rolling on the floor. And that's a good way. If you hold on to your knees and then really curve under right there, suck your stomach down till you touch. And that's on an exhale, and then inhale yourself up and exhale, inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale, inhale up. And then once you've got that with your arms, kind of using your arms to help you around that, then I think I would take the arms away. Because eventually you're just going to need to be able to do it just with this section of your body right there. Like that there. That's better. This. Right? And so you would do that 9 times, and then on the last one, come up. And so that's that middle part. And because I doubt I'll find any videos that look anything like that. But I really have this feeling that the Janushirsasanas and the Marichiasanas, that all works to help you open up this part of your back, and then you've been doing all this stuff to strengthen your stomach, and that whole little dance from starting with Navasana, and then Bujapidasana, kurmasana, and supta kurmasana, all the way to Navasana. It's we're kind of like doing a little energetic dance with the breath, and this section of your body, really like this section, your arms and legs are moving all around it, but this, from like here to here and in here, is what is actually combined with your breathing, is what's making that whole dance work. So we'll start fairly simply, and then we can spread the arms and legs out around it as you get more flexibility and more strength.